Hey, back again. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to YDG Cowboys, of course. And of course, YDG stands for You're Doing Good Cowboys. So I told you what's going on when you got Linval Joseph and Jordan Phillips not doing what they're supposed to do. What happens is when you have bad play, you can't hide. It's all over the film. And you might as well would have told your coaches you couldn't play. Your stomach was hurting. You ate too much food. I don't know. You just wasn't in shape. You should have said that, because there's too many content creators out here, too many YouTubers out here. And he found out. Getting put on IR, which is injured reserve, is an automatic 4 games that you have to sit. You cannot play. Okay? You cannot play for 4 games. And that's what happened to Jordan Phillips, the guy that, everybody's complaining about. With that being said, of course, Dallas Cowboy media, we're going to ask the questions. What's going on? Are you hurt? And with his response, you got to ask the powers that be. That's above my pay grade. I told you. You can't come in a game and play like that and play like ass and expect to... we're not going to see. We're not going to talk junk. Man, this is the NFL, man. You've got to play ball. You've got to give it your all no matter what. You can't hide. We will see it. So that's what happened with Jordan Phillips. He is on IR. He's supposed to have a wrist injury, but he does not, per se. And he's a little disgruntled about it. He needs to sit his... I'm starting to say something, but I'm not. But he just needs to sit down and figure out if he's ready to play football, if he's going to give it 110% next time, or his agent is going to have to try to negotiate and get him out of his contract and accept just 3 game checks. I mean, I've noticed, I've heard of... I think there's things that you can do to do that, so he can just walk away into the sunset and do his own thing. So, that's what happens, man. You cannot play like that and expect people not to say something or expect people not to see it. You're going to get called upon. We're going to see it as content creators. We see everything. We watch film, so you can't be lazy and lackadaisical and not get even the effort and think it's not going to come out in the film, because that's just not. We brought you in to clog the middle, to give our linebackers freedom to roam. All right, so moving on. So I think Jake Ferguson is going to be playing this week. Also, we got a wide receiver that we need to get some playing time or some tick. Here's our 7th round. I think it's our 7th round draft pick, Ryan Floren. And I did say that about that in my last segment. He needs some playing time. They said he's like Dez Bryant-ish. Now, he's not Dez Bryant. I'm just saying he's a big, tall, athletic receiver, 6'2", that is good with possession in possession times, okay? And scoring in the red zone. You saw it when he played in our preseason games, what he did to starting corners. I mean, he's good, man. So I think, he just needs some playing time. He's got to play. I mean, we ain't got nothing else to lose. You got Jaylen Brooks that's falling down on crossing routes and having Dak Prescott to throw interceptions. You got Turpin, who gets hit in the numbers and drops the ball. So Turpin, yeah, he definitely needs to play because he's our punt returner, kickoff returner, and he is a Pro Bowler at that. So Turpin, yeah, we got to have him. But you need to sit Jaylen Brooks, man. You had your chance. Now it's Ryan Floren time. Get him in there. Let's see what he can do. We ain't got nothing else to lose. Jake Ferguson, hopefully he'll be back. Our running back scheme, we have to figure out our running back scheme. Okay? We cannot continue just run straight up the middle. We saw if you have a good running back scheme and offense, you can run the ball. We've noticed that with San Francisco. We've noticed that with now New Orleans. Every team is doing it. You just got to be able to block. So I don't know if it has something to do with coaching or, again, Mike McCarthy's vanilla offense. He's on the clock too, McCarthy. So you need to figure it out. Or just do like you did last year and let Dak Prescott go ahead and take over calls. Let him audible like he normally does at the line when he knows there's nothing going on. Just give him free range. He's been in the league long enough. He's a veteran. He's a NFL MVP runner-up. So give him free range. Let him do what he wants to do. Let him make his own audibles at the end of, at the line and check out of stuff and do what he has to do to get to win games or whatever. Get wide receivers over, because obviously Mike McCarthy's offense is straight trash. I mean, we saw it last week. I understand our defense was off us, but we couldn't even move the ball. We couldn't even hardly score. Okay? It was, so we need to figure that out. Also, I think we need to bring up Davin Cook. I mean, we've seen what we had in running backs, and it's time to, let's get some Davin Cook in there. All right, I'd like to see Davin Cook and Zeke together, to be honest with you. That's some power back moves right there. So, them together, and Luke's, our other fullback, Hunter Lukin. So, I like to see all those, and Deuce Vaughn. See, Deuce Vaughn he knows he can run the ball. He's small, yes. He's shifty. A couple of YouTubers said his body is not big enough, but I think if you get him in the right scheme and keep him in open space, not trying to run between the tackles, just get him in open space and stay with your run fits. If you do that, Deuce Vaughn is going to kill you. But Mike McCarthy, terrible in offensive, trying to get people open. He can't scheme nothing open. So I'm really, I'm done with his play calling, man. It's the same shit every year. But they try to, of course, you're going to try to blame it on Dak. You're going to try to blame it on CD. But it's really scheme. Because everybody in the NFL players, we've got umpteen Pro Bowlers on our team. Pro Bowlers across the board, defense and offense. You can't tell me it's not scheme. So, of course, it has to be if we want to go along with it, but you got to have some scheme. So, Mike Zimmer, I think he's going to get them boys ready this time. I think he's putting everybody on notice by sitting Jordan Phillips, 360 pounds, 6'8", 6'8", butt on the bench for 4 games. That's putting everybody on notice. Everybody. Oh, and please do not play Clark. It don't matter. Listen, Clark needs to get some tick. Okay? But Overshown needs to play. Whether it's base defense, nickel, it doesn't matter. DeMarion Overshown needs to play. If he's able to play, I understand you want to gradually bring him back because of his injury of last year, but he needs to play. And if it was me, do not spy Michael Parsons. Let him continue to run free. You need to spy DeMarion Overshown on, what's his name? He needs to be the spy for the game. For the Ravens quarterback. So, it is what it is. But yes, Cowboy Nation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button so you know when I'm on. We pushing Dallas Cowboy Nation, we're up. I understand that we didn't play well last week, but we still green arrow pointed up, I think. We just had a bad game. You know, the Saints came in with the same scheme that the 49ers have, and we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out. But I think we'll be okay. We need to beat the Ravens. We need to control Lamar Jackson. You know, and instead of letting Derrick Henry get a running start, if you let that man get a running start, he's gonna run right over you. We need to have our corners come up and press, have our linebackers playing press, zone, man, whatever, have our defensive tackles to play, be able to shed their blocks. If we do that and send Overshown in on Jackson for a spy, we'll win. But if we don't play good defense, and if we don't get out of this vanilla offense, we're going to get our asses kicked again at home. When we haven't lost 2 at home, when we hadn't even lost 2 in a row in a long time. So, YDG, stay up. YDG Nation, stay up. Cowboy Nation, stay up. Let's get this win Sunday, 4:30. Peace.